But yeah, I'm excited, guys, right? We have Walpurgis NOW coming. We have, of course, Shuna's gonna fight. Obviously, Shuna's gonna go to Necromancer to fight him. That's pretty clear, you know, being the ninja fighter, right? There's the infiltration crew. Let me see what doesn't work. Okay, there we go. Finally, yes, it looks great. So, Slime episode 21 live stream course, or episode 45 altogether. And I think today, I believe we're finally gonna get to the Walpurgis Night. Which of course has been the opening, it's been showing that for the beginning, right? And so it's gonna be the big thing, right? All the demon lords, the 3 demon lords, so on, meeting up and you know, having everyone being like, what is this Rimuru guy doing? Where's Veldora is here and so on. We're gonna see Guy and so on, right? So all of meet, yeah, awesome. And so my guess is that it's probably like, you know how they do it in anime, right? It's probably focused on like the fights between the other retainers. And then the last like minute or so is like it's probably my previous night. Like the last 1 minute. But anyway, let's start watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. So they're dressing up, I guess. Yeah, Raiden's all happy. Yeah, Shiwan's all happy. So like, oh my god. Yeah, I guess a suit, of course. Rimuru is I like how Shiwan is like. It's like a dog, yeah, the one thirsty woman, yeah, she's... yeah, she has... Yes, she's one thirsty woman. She's in heat, definitely. Man, I can't stop thinking about Saki now and her heat comments. Holy shit, that was so good. Yeah, Sean is very, very excited to do this thing. We haven't seen Shuna fight almost never, like once or so it's been a very long time ago. She teleports away. And Veldora is like all moody. Maybe. It's like, I wanna go too! And I get to drive with her. Yeah, they way too relaxed, these weirdos. That's for the opening here, right? No? No opening it? Skip the opening. Yeah, a lot of people there. A lot of demon lords. Oh, I don't care about them. Ooh, yeah, female. Oh, no! Yeah, she take a joke. She was so... Exactly. I burned down the city for angry me for some reason. I understand why. You know, woman. Yeah, ladies, right? It's like, yeah. Lu. Milis. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's seriously. He's so into the whole scripts, man. Yeah. Oh my god, this mag is amazing. It's like the whole script, I mean. Oh. Oh, giant? Dagrul? Okay, so he's a huge guy. Yeah, so yeah, it's a giant and demon lord. Yeah, Guy Crimson, of course. So note about his sister then? Yes, I want to go to the... it's cold up there, my sister lives up there. Maybe should I mention that my big sister is there and I don't like her. Or something. Oh, my sister's mean to me. Yeah, Guy and me live and me, we're the best demon lords. Naruhodo, yeah. Now these really true demon lords. Look at me, I'm an old demon lord. Look at me, I'm the... Okay, sleeps all the time. There's a Dorothy going on there. Ah, it's the one like you! Nice burn there, yeah. Yeah, see, Rimuru is like, it's a lot of characters, man. So many characters. I finally rise here. Oh, it's just like a huge demon door that appears. Okay. It's just kind of demonic. Come on, the demon lords! It's really a very, very dramatic door. It's like, well, yeah, it's the guy made. Yeah, it's the... Exactly. It's a demonic maid. Misery. Yes, good demon name, Misery. Yes. Yes, Lord Gaius. He's the oldest one, all right. Yeah, this door looks very dramatic. It's like a huge black hole kind of gate door. Finally, the Walpurgis night. If it's opening now, probably it's like, I'm gonna go to the door now. And of course, the dog and the dogs are very happy, yeah. The dog in the picture. Very happy. So Mrs. commented Veldora I, but maybe she never seen him as a human before, I don't know. So I would think she would be like, oh, look at that, there's a dragon guy there. It's opening, yeah. So I felt that like that'd be a good opening timing, right? When they enters the door, because clearly in the open they're walking towards the meeting, right? So of course the opening is gonna be played after they enter the door, right? Because like they go into the this is basically the opening is basically shows happening after they enter the door, right? Yeah, he's walking now. But yeah, this anime, they love doing openings for like, 20, 30 episodes in the ahead, right? So they're like, this meeting is gonna be awesome, let's do an opening for it. I was thinking about, in the opening, right, you see them fighting this skeleton dragon and so on. It's probably gonna pop up this episode, right? This skeleton dragon they be showing at the first opening. It's probably gonna pop up now, right? He's probably, I'm gonna guess that the big guy's a giant then, from the opening. If they mention have a giant now, he's probably the guy in the opening has no, he's no clothes on him. I'm just gonna think like, he has no clothes, he's probably a giant. Feels like a very typical giant anime design. This, I mean, here when they're fighting these like skeletons, right? It's gonna happen probably this episode. Yeah, some kind of skeleton dragon there. Maybe Shuna's gonna fight at the Walpurgis night. I mean, yeah, they might turn into a fight, right? Might turn into a fight, perhaps. Well, here we go. He's probably gonna go to the Shuna now. Yeah, I freaking knew it. He's not gonna go to the Walpurgis night though. That's gonna be next episode. He's not gonna go to the what we're gonna see though. No, I mean, I wanna see Shuna and Haki. I wanna see the guy too though. But I mean, you know what I mean. They're not gonna go to the actual demon team. They're gonna go to the other stuff first. Right? They're not gonna go to the big stuff first. They're gonna go for the side characters. Yeah, my guess is that we go back to Walpurgis night the last minute, right? I said that earlier. It's probably like the last second of the. Okay, here we go. So it's a guess, right? The opening with the skeleton fight, of course, gonna be here. It's gonna fight the CDI skeleton army. And it's like a huge horde of skeletons, yeah. Well, they look like pretty weak skeletons, so yeah, it doesn't seem overly dangerous. Like slow-moving skeletons. Okay, well maybe he's controlling them. He's a necromancer, right? So here we go. It has to be Adalman, then I guess, right? Looking at a skeleton necromancer guy. Very straightforward necromancer dressed up. The White King is also the name of the skeleton leader in Dragon Quest, Dragon Warriors. I'm throwing it out in reference to that thing. Obviously, slimes not very common in Dragon Quest. But yeah, the White King is like the one of the strong. White King is the strongest undead monster in Dragon Quest. Warrior, Joker, and Warrior and so on. Dragon Quest monsters, spin-offs, and the boss, of course, in other games. I don't know, maybe it's powerful. Let's see. Oh, some elite skeleton. Well, yeah, this guy looks like a powerful. So he has like. Is he controlling that elite guy then? Oh, he's got the dragon. Yeah, he's got the dragon from the opening, right? Here he comes. Yeah, a dragon zombie. Yeah, dragon zombie. A death dragon. Yeah, pretty straightforward. It's a death dragon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's like it's a death dragon. Very, very straightforward. This is probably not gonna work because it's a zombie dragon, right? So it's probably gonna rebuild itself. Yeah, he makes it slice and dice it. But certainly it's just going to pop again. Yeah, exactly. It's a zombie dragon. It's gonna be like whatever. I don't care. I see. It has. Yeah, that's a great comment. I see. It has death resistance. Yeah, it's death immune. Yeah, makes sense. What does that mean? Death resistance. Oh yeah, so you defeat Adalman, you just defeat him then. Well, Shuna sounds very confident here. Yeah. Oh, I'm angry. What's she angry for though? Because she likes dragons? I don't know. Yeah, they were all angrier and cuter. Yeah. They were all redder that back in the days. But we never really see her fight, but she's clearly like a magical based fighter. So I guess she's gonna have like a magical battle with Necromancer. I mean, she certainly is more of a magical. Most certainly. He's fighting some random, I guess, elite swordsman or something. I mean, certainly Clayman is behind a lot of issues they have had in their life. I think it's nice of him to not use his army. Here we go. Yeah, like it's nice of him to not like send an army at her. He's just like standing there. Oh, here we go. She's gonna pissed off now. What can she not do then, though? She can just like I don't know, eradicate them or something. I guess that works. Yeah, that works. I don't know what it does to alignment feed. Like what does it do though? Oh, it's just like this forces you to become like a single battle. How does this magic work? Like it's like it sounds like she's like. No, you have to fight. It's a one-on-one now. It's one-on-one magic or something. It's a solo duel magic. I guess, like it automatically removes people except them. I guess so. But there we go, a magical battle. I mean, they're kind of like forced by Clayman, as the other guys. You know, so maybe he doesn't even like Clayman. Maybe? Like, the other ones are kind of forced to be his slaves, right? So, yeah. Yeah, it's like just... I guess you like free this guy and he then helps them instead. Kind of like, you know, with Muran. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you can like again. Clayman is not a very good leader, right? He just enslaves people with his his powers. Yeah. What can Shuna do then? Blue flames. This is probably the first time you see like a magical battle I think for forever in anime. Where they just throw magic at each other. Exactly. Like actually. Oh, and this or something. I guess it's like anti-dark magic or something. Yeah, divine magic is probably his weakness because he's like a necromancer. That makes sense. She's like a... Yeah, I don't see why holy magic could be used by monsters. It's more like... Yeah, like if you're a nice person, right? You give a pure innocent. It's innocence. Okay. Oh, he used to be a holy magic user? Like what? Something's a random backstory for him? I don't know, I guess he's like, I used to be this like priest and they betrayed me and I lost my faith in God or something? I don't know, he's... I guess? I guess he's dressed as like a, yeah. Yeah, it's like he used to be some priest. He's like some kind of pope or something. It's like a pretty... He's some kind of, you know, betrayed bishop or something, I don't know. It's gonna piss him off. Wait, he can still use holy magic now? As a necromancer? He doesn't? What? So... She helped him to get stronger. She was like, ah, But maybe this is gonna break his seal though, right? And actually free him, because he's like, but why don't you use your holy magic? You know, like, so I feel like Shuna now is helping him just get free from Claymore. He's like, well, you know, don't you have holy magic? You better use that, man. This is probably just make him get free, right? No, I think he was free instead. Like, reflect. Oh, they even playing an intro song here. What's happening? I have to say though, it's very hard to understand what Shuna's doing though. Yeah, like overdrive? What does this spell do? It's like, I'm activating my trap card, but I don't know what else. Yeah, he's gonna free him. I'm getting that Shuna is very OP, but I have to say I have no understanding how this magic ability works. He's like, this, you know, holy spell, and she's like, reflect button or something, yeah. You activated my reflect trap card. I was like, I don't know, like, what should you actually do though? I have to say, I wish she explained a little bit what she actually is doing. How did she win that? She is like, I'm so much better than you that I just countered it. Like, it's nothing to me. But this probably just freed him. I felt she's like, oh, I activated him holy magic. Yeah, that time was very strong apparently, because he couldn't. Oh, he's just playing coy, man. Classic Hakuro, yeah, he's like, oh, that guy was so powerful. Classic Hakuro being all like, I could barely handle that guy. Well, hard to defeat a zombie dragon, I just couldn't get killed. I like how they're all easily survive this thing, and they're like, yes, we have to. Like, we're too overconfident, yes. Yeah, another thing is the guy's poor castle, man. I guess he's probably saved now, right? She probably just helped him. He probably just purified him. See, I think she just saved him now from his curse, right? I think she just like made him, you know, because she was like, I'm stuck with the claim initiator, right? Yeah, so people are like, I'll take it for free, me, right? Yeah, like. See, I told you guys. He's like, she's powerful healing medic, powerful holy medic. Just free the skeleton guys there. So now they're like joining Rimuru or something. She got like a necromancer crew, I guess. Ah, he's like, I wanna meet Rimuru-sama! Who is this guy that you love so much? He's like, I wanna also follow Rimuru-sama. You know, this anime feels more and more like One Piece. It's like, whoever they defeat is like, can I also join your crew? It's like, let's join them. Rimuru is like a god, kinda, but not really. He's like, okay. Ah, Rimuru-sama, yeah. See, he's also... he's defeating our new guy, yeah. He's also gonna worship Rimuru now, yeah. I'm an undead guy, but I will worship Rimuru-sama. Yes, he needs to have a god to believe in. So he's gonna believe in great Rimuru-sama. Yes. Yes. So Rimuru picks up a zombie dragon and... boing boing! Boingy boing! Yeah. He's a great god! I guess. Maybe he's gonna change his mind when he sees Rimuru. Boing boing! Yeah, it's gonna... Sure. Oh yeah, when you defeat the castle though, can you help us out with that? Oh, I love it. He's gonna worship Rimuru-sama, of course. Okay, so he's super helpful now. He's gonna show them the way, I guess. It's a secret door over here. It's like, yeah, I guess. Defeat means friendship to anime, definitely. Oh, here we go though. This is probably Walpurgis Night, right? The last minutes here. 2-3 minutes of Walpurgis Night. Here we go. The actual beginning. What next episode is going to be put out, but here we go. I mean, this anime loves having meat. Ooh. Rama's like, hey guy! Immediately, she's already like, hey, my old friend! Remember me? We're the oldest god, demon gods, guys. Yeah, Gi or guy or whatever. So I'm guessing the half-naked guy is probably the giant, right? Because they were like, it's a giant guy. So yeah, it's probably him, right? Because he's like, he looks half naked. So he has to be a giant. Yeah. Yeah, Dagerud. I don't know why, but giants in anime are very commonly, you know, bare-chested. Like, I don't know why it's a thing, but definitely it's a trope, right? That the giants don't have any clothes on them. Or maybe you look like a loin cloth or whatever. Yeah, so this is the vampire, of course. Ooh. Also... Okay, so she's stronger? What? So his maid is the actual leader? Yeah, so maybe the vampire guys that have... Yeah, because I mean, obviously Veldora mentioned a girl, right? Like a female vampire, right? So maybe the vampire lord is like her you know, her stand-in, like a double the protection. Kill him instead of her. And this guy is... Who's this guy? He's in the optic. Oh, that's Dean though. He's like a kid. He's probably, I mean, 1,000 years old, but he looks like a, yeah, so... And of course the number is always like, I can meet anyone! I'm the best! Yeah, you got some friends now? That's right, look at this woman! I'm not a loner anymore! Yeah, you can't call me loner anymore! You can't call me... That's right, I got friends! Yeah, she's so happy having friends. It's basically the Rimuru gave her these friends. Oh, that's Freya, of course, the traitor. I hasn't met him yet. And she has like a lion harper guy? What is this guy? Some kind of like lion with like wings or something? What's it supposed to be? Yeah, we don't see any Milim yet. Yeah, harpy demon. Obviously the very wifey demon. Rimuru is like, yeah, look at Oppice, yeah. She's overflowing. Yeah, she's probably the best so far. Ah, yeah, she can feel the jealousy, yeah, not riding it. Yeah, she can feel it instinctively. It's like, maybe it's the demon lord. Yeah. You know, could be like a converted demon lord. Like a beast man, harpy guy. Yeah, carry on. So I'm thinking too, is like it's too obvious, but it's probably him, right? It's like a demon lord. Raphael's like, okay, kill him. Oh, here we go. It's gonna meet Leon. Of course. I mean, he seems to have picked up everything, right? Leon seems to have picked up what's happening with Rimuru. He's like, oh, you took her body? Like, he seems to have, you know, understood. Yeah, exactly. He's like, well, it's probably pretty... He's like, yeah, I can see some similarities. Yeah, I took her body. They want to defeat, man. But do you have a freed now? I mean, he's got figured out, right? Oh yeah, can I kill you? Can I possibly do what? Nope. Okay. Oh yeah, it was a great gift, man. I gave her a freed, man. Friendship. Yeah, this is friendship, baby. Ooh, go to my castle. Yeah, sounds very friendly. Cut in the ending a little more extra. Ooh, if you survive this thing. So they actually do fight at Walpurgis night. Oh, Milim! Of course, mind control. Obviously, the mind control thing is there. Rimuru might figure it out, of course, as she's destroying doors. Also around with Clayman. Oh, this is the fox thing! His finger! This is clearly the best character, the little pet thing. And like, everyone has to figure out that he's clearly controlling her. Yeah, it's like, aren't they gonna save her or something? I mean, Rimuru is gonna save her, but... It sounds like, he's just an idiot, like... If he has to be against the rules to, you know, take over the other demon lord, right? Like, yeah, it's like... Well, the Rimuru probably just save her, right? Eventually. Yeah, my bestie! I'll see, Rimuru is my bestie! But, you know, it sounds really weird to me that Clayman isn't like, aren't they gonna like save her? You know what I mean? Like he's pissing them off, right? Like it just feels like they're gonna figure out what's happening. So let's go back to that. If you can slap, they can smack Milim there. Says Christ, man, that's my bestie. And my keyboard the boy. With the frame here. Ah, man, it was a quick frame. I want to pause it on. Quick frame, goddammit. It wasn't like a huge. It was a huge scene, but I wish they kind of zoomed in there. I wish they kind of like smacked it. I wish they would have made it smack even bigger, honestly. There we go. That was a freaking quick frame, but I got it, baby. I got it. So here we go. Freaking smacks. Oh yeah, that's for my little video. Saori-chan and No Beautiful Me. There we go. No, that's a double thing. There we go. Yeah, my last stream. Freaking smacks her. And, you know, Rimuru is like, that's my best friend! But, you know, anime only here, of course. Haven't read the novel right, haven't read the source. Whatever. The light novel. I don't understand the rules here. Hopefully they explain the next episode, right? When they actually have the Walpurgis NOW. Because what I'm thinking, right, from like, it's like being, you know, it's like, okay, but obviously Leon's like, I'm gonna kill you probably, right? But still, they're like, wouldn't, if I was a demon lord, right? If I was one of all the demon lords, I would have been like, oh, this guy is clearly taking over this demon lord, right? He has mind controlling her. He can do it to me. So I would have killed him, you know what I mean? I think this is like a massive provocation to kill him. Not just because you actually care about meeting him. Obviously, her best friend Rimuru is like the bestest for life. BFFs is gonna come and save her, right? Eventually, of course. But if I was like, you know, maybe not a guy then, because a guy had #1, right? Like he's too powerful. But if I was Frey, obviously wants to betray him, right? Like she obviously wants to kill him, right? And if I, you know, but the other characters, the vampire lady and so on, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's like they should be all be like, shit, that guy can mind control demon lords. I want to kill him, right? If he's like a huge target now to get killed, and they all probably know that Milim is like crazy, you know, like yeah. So they have to all figure out he's controlling Milim, right? Like that again, it's kind of obvious for all of them. So I don't really understand. He's clearly lost it. I feel the plot here by you know, showing off what he's doing to her in front of everyone. It feels like he's very hard for him to, you know, survive this place alone, right? Because I mean, almost everyone is what we want to kill him, right? The only character again, like you see, not caring would be someone like Guy. That is so powerful, he's like, he can't control me, so I don't care, right? But you know, the only character probably be like, we have to kill him. And he has the pet though. I love that thing though, because I kept saying that seemed to me that the coolest finger he has. Obviously, he has the 5 fingers, right? And one finger is some kind of like fox or something with more than one tail. So yeah, it has like 3 tails, so some kind of kitsune, some kind of cube thingy going on. Some kind of cute animal. There's a finger. So he brought that, of course, to the meeting. That I respect claiming though. He brings the cutest finger though, the little fox thing, the little Miles Power thing with him. That's like, like clearly the best. Clearly the best pet man to bring with him there, the best attendant. And you know, then yeah, Rimuru gets pissed off. Love to see that. Walpurgis NOW has to lead into a fight, right? There's no way that this would lead into a fight. Leo's like, I'm gonna kill you, boy. I'm gonna kill this guy. I feel like Frey's like, I'm gonna betray him. I feel everyone is like, I mean, we're gonna fight, right? Like everyone is like, I feel setting up to murder each other. It doesn't feel like they're just gonna have like a friendly, nice meeting there. But anyway, yeah, God, there's so many characters to break down now, especially as me comments and me only here. And I was like, well, okay, let's start with after the slap there. Let's go to Carrion. Come on, there's no way this isn't Carrion. Rimuru and Raphael is like, well, it's too obvious, right? But that has to be Carrion, right? I was thinking that immediately too. Like, okay, it's a beast man. She has harpies. I mean, the rest of her crew is like, you know, hot babes, right? The typical harpy with big oppies and, you know, the classic harpy, right? Yeah, the classic, you know, sexy harpy girl. And then she has like a lion harpy guy. It sounds super much like the beast man. So I guess why wouldn't it be him, right? It feels like, yeah, he's missing. Obviously, the demon lord is missing. We know that. Of course, Frey was there, right? Frey and Milim, you know, fought him so right with the claimant strategy. And then suddenly she pops up with a lion harpy guy. And I've never heard about harpy men with lion heads before either. Like, it doesn't feel like a thing either. So it seems like he has to be Carrion. I cannot see it. Well, you know, Rimuru is like, it has to be Carrion, right? So I guess there's not a demon lord here, as maybe he's also mind controlled, right? As with Milim, something like that. Why would he change his appearance? I mean, but yeah, like come on, Frey is clearly bringing that, and you know, I respect Rimuru for also looking at the best stuff. Yeah, I like how Rimuru is like, well, she's clearly the best demon lord here. The camera, like he's focused on her eyes. Yeah, he's like, yeah. He's like that's the best demon lord. So you know what Rimuru likes. Shuna of course picked up the net already though. Ramar is being all happy she finally has friends. That was cute. She's like, look at me, I have my attendees. Yes, Rimuru gave them to me, but that's right, Dino. I'm not a loner anymore. I'm hit to the butcher. I got my friends now. Which is kind of like, yeah, I guess. But anyway, yeah, it picks up that guy is the strongest one, the oldest one. I like this scene though. Not it for that guy looks badass, but I love that. You know, that I've seen is that the Ramar is clearly, you know, the oldest or the one of the oldest demon lords. I love that because, you know, Rimuru is like, that guy looks super powerful. That's what they did. Yeah, this guy is super powerful, and Ramar is like, hey bro, and you miss me, you know, woo! You know, like she's all over there. Hey, let's play, you know. So I think that's kind of that is fun, right? Yeah, she's this like super old demon lord. This guy is, I guess, the strongest character in the universe, kind of thing, right? She's all like, hey, yeah, I wanna poke you. So that is great, man. Yeah, it is great. She's all like, you know, she doesn't care. She can't see that. For her, she's an old friend, right? Yeah, for her, it's like an old, powerful friend. It's that is cute, man. And then we have this weird thing with the vampire lord is actually not the demon lord, but his attractive maid girl behind him is the attendant. Is actually the demon lord. Of course, Veldora was like, I don't know, I thought a hot female woman. She was like some kind of, you know, lady vampire chick. She was very powerful. And yeah, and then Rimuru was like, wait, isn't she much stronger than the guy in front of her? So that's something fishy. They're both vampires. He's a vampire, he's the Fang, right? The demon lord. And she has to be the, what's Veldora talking about, right? So that's kind of weird. It has the same name as the god that Adalman worshipped or something. I'm not sure on that, but yeah, because they didn't know her full name, but her name sounded kind of the same, like luminous or something like that, right? Like light in Latin, something like that, like lux luminous, something like light, or yeah, something like that. So maybe he was like a vampire god or something. Kinda sounded like the same name there. But anyway, what is she doing then? If he's kind of like some kind of weird, oh, I'm sending in one of my older vampire guys to pretend to be the leader, but I'm the actual leader. I'm just dressing up like a maid to pretend to not be the demon lord. But it feels really unnecessary because I mean, it depends on what power the older demon lord has. But Rimuru immediately is like, wait, that's clearly the real demon lord, right? And it feels like the guy and the other character also probably would know, oh, she's the real demon lord, right? The other guy is like the fake standing right in front of her. It seems to, I don't know, it probably works good against her, maybe, you know, people out in the world, right, normal people, they can't tell the difference. But yeah, it sounded kind of fishy, why she's like, oh, I gotta pretend to not be the demon lord, because I don't think they're gonna trick them really well. I don't think they're gonna fall for it, right, like the other demon lords. It doesn't seem like they would actually believe in this thing. But maybe it's just because Rimuru has the Raphael thing, and it's so obvious for him that the maid is like 10 times stronger than the person in front of her. But yeah, like, and then the butler, I guess, kind of sneaks in behind him there. I don't know. I just feel like other demon lords would have similar powers. Or not just demon lord, but also other attendees, right? Other demon lord followers would also be able to like, oh, well, isn't that woman there behind him like 10 times stronger? She has much more magic power. Like they would have the similar, you know, scanning abilities of sorts. At least some of them, right? Kind of reminds me of the narrative when we have all the Kages meeting and someone's like, I have this power to read people. Yeah, like there was some guy is like, I can read people's mind. I can do this thing and so on, right? Another word pops up. And then of course the muscular half-dressed guy is of course a giant. I don't know, but as soon as Veldora mentioned a giant, I was like, oh, he's gonna be the guy with no clothes and nothing. I don't know why, but I don't know why honestly, but it's like in every anime I feel. My first sample is 76 now, but every anime I feel is giants are dressed like this. It feels like a giant thing. I don't know why anime, but like, they're gonna have a giant character, or they're gonna have, you know, basically shirtless with little muscles. Yeah, it's just like the giant thing. They have like some kind of loincloth, and then they have the muscle thing. This feels like the most anime. This guy looks I must say it looks bad, but it looks, you know, this is exactly what I expect like a giant to look in anime. Like this, he has the giant anime clothing on him. That's not my point. I don't know, but I immediately, when Veldora was like, oh, I thought this guy's a giant. Oh, a giant guy's a big guy with no shirt, right? It's like, I don't know why, but that's like a very, I guess, like very, like, I said, that trope that you see in so many other anime. This is how giants are dressed, right? He looked exactly like a giant for 7 Deadly Sins. He looked exactly like, you know, the giants people, right? The men and so on there. What's the other character I missed? I don't know. Dino was actually alone, yeah. Ram was like, where's your friend, Dino? But maybe he has them with him. Like he has a sword with him. Maybe the sword can turn into a weapon or something. I don't know. A person, I mean. Maybe the weapon is actually a person. But that's true, though. Dino didn't bring anyone with him. He's like the only guy I see. I think he's the only one that's alone. No, actually, the giant is alone too, right? Yeah. Dragnel, or his name is. Yeah, he's also alone. And Leon is maybe alone, think about it. I don't know. Leon has all this, like, I have the spirit power or so on. Might bring someone with him. I guess Milim, that I think about it, didn't bring any one of her fault with her, which makes sense, right? But that's true. When I think about it. Milim, of course, is constant claim, and she's not bringing with her any of her, like, you know, Midray or any of her, you know, faithful monks people. She didn't get her attendance. They will figure out that she's being mind controlled. But if she has to follow her, he could have brought people with him. But I guess she's still alone, right? Unless she can summon someone. It feels like it's kind of like, who knows, right? Because they already explained that Veldora can pop up and so on. And Guy's still alone, but he kind of has those. But the thing is that Guy has the maids, though. So Guy, I mean, he's, you know, Misery and Rain, right? He's like 2 demon maids. They're clearly going back and forth, right? So basically, Guy has his 2. I don't know, he doesn't have his dragon girlfriend, right? But he has the other wife, whatever. Yeah, he has the other. You know, he got like 2 maids with him, right? So like his main females anyway, right? His 2 of his main waifus, regardless. Kind of, you know, letting open the door for people, right? But they're clearly his attendees. But yeah, a lot of characters. Missing a few demons at the end there. But it's interesting to see how they're gonna react to Clayman. If it's like Clayman just setting up everyone to kill him. Like everyone's like, oh, you're breaking the demon. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Anyway, let's quickly go to Shuna. This is cool. It's a Shuna episode. Poor Shuna. Poor beautiful Shuna. This is clearly is mostly a Shuna episode. But it's just like, you get to those last 5 minutes, and suddenly you have like 5-6 new characters, right? And that is so much more interesting than the Shuna fight, honestly. I mean, this was a great fight, and there's a good Shuna moment. Shuna hasn't had much screen time or fights generally, so this is a good episode of Shuna. But it's like, yeah, she beat the necromancer, who cares? And then it's like, here's all this new, here's the demon lady, here's this waifu, here's big oppies, right? It's so much other stuff happening after that. So, but anyway, talking about Shuna. So Shuna easily beats him, right? Kind of has the retainer OP thing going on. Her brother also very OP and so on, right? So they keep showing off their baddest powers. They're all OP now, right? You know, Rimuru is a god, everyone's a god, right? Yeah. It was nice animated and so on, and she kind of did this. I guess the first battle was like, this is like a duel thing now. So it immediately like pushes out everyone else from our circle. It's like no one else can enter it until our duel is over. I guess that's how it works, right? Alignment spell. So yeah, that makes sense. To see in other animes and games and so on, it has to be us in the circle now. I found it like a duel, certainly. But otherwise, even though it looked cool, she did this reverse circle thing here. As I said in the reaction, I have to say though, right, that I feel a little bit like, oh, Shuna is just reversing his magic. I have no understanding how it works. The anime is just like, she can do this now. Yeah, it doesn't explain how she's doing it. He's sending out like a holy spell, and she's like, whatever, trap, cog, reverse, Uno reverse in your face, right? And she's like, okay, I guess you won. So that I have to say was it's like the first magic battle they had in a long time, I feel, in this anime, and they didn't explain anything. She was like, reflect. She was basically like, I think I'm out to reflect you, whatever. I mean, it was really, yeah, it was like, I have an OP reflect card, you lost. I don't know. It was like, I don't understand the rules. So in that sense, the fight I felt was kind of strange too. He's just like, oh my god, she could reverse reflect my magic. He was like, he wasn't displaying it either. He was in shock too, right? Poor Adalman was like, oh my god, she has reflect on her. Oh shit, I'm dead. He's like, oh no, he's going back in my face. Yeah, I don't know. It looked really good, but yeah, I don't know. It didn't make much sense, I feel, from or Matt's chat, but I mean, I don't know. So yeah, leave a comment below. Ask people to probably leave a comment now explaining how this spell actually works. As an enemy only, I have zero honestly understanding of how these spells actually, you know, how they work. What could she use to reflect his holy magic? Otherwise, though, the ending was great. Though, of course, that now Adalman is like, I wanna meet this Rimuru-sama. I need a new god. I need to worship a new person, right? And Shuna is like, Shuna is like, she thinks about the boing boing. See, fall asleep here. Shuna is like, boing boing. Well, I guess you probably, yeah, sure, you can worship him. It's like, she's like, yeah, he's the god of sorts, I guess. Boing boing boing. It's like, yeah, he's yeah, sure, worship him. But yeah, she's expanding the Rimuru fan club, right? I guess it's like, yeah, going with it. Anyway, now I am unsure here. They kind of said it briefly, right? And they weren't showing her name anyway. But I mentioned it earlier, but I want to go back a little bit in his backstory. He was like, I'm cursed, I can't use my holy magic, right? How can a monster use holy magic? Because yeah, so the god is called Luminous, which is like goddess of spell, right? But then when Rimuru sees the vampire true demon lord thing going on, whatever she actually is, undefined what she actually is. What did he call her? Honestly, I'm going back here and be offshot in my review now. But I'm like, what did he? Because he didn't know her name exactly, but he was like, what's her name? Raphael. Is that attendee? Isn't she? Yeah, she's clearly a demon lord. She's much stronger than Valentine. And then he calls her the true demon lord name, and he's like Lurus or something. So yeah, and he's like, is that Lurus or something? So I'm just gonna say it again here, right? Thinking about it again here, yeah. So Veldora didn't know the name of the vampire true demon lord, right? The female demon lord, the actual demon lord. And then the older man worshipped Luminous. To me, it sounds very similar. He's like called it Lurus, Milum. It's kind of similar because it's also like in Japanese English, it's like Lulus, Luminous, Lumilus. Yeah, if you combine Lurus and Mil, Lure and Mil, right? They kind of it's like Luminous. So I guess he worshipped the true demon lord, the vampire, right? I'm gonna go back and what did Veldora say? What did he call her? But I mean, yeah, you combine those two names, right? Lurus and Mil, and you get kind of like, you kind of get Luminous, you kind of get the L and the M, right? So, what did Veldora say here? A female demon lord, yeah, a hot demon lord. She wasn't happy that I burned down her village. What was wrong with her, right? Stick up her ass, man. Like, I just killed all her people. Who's angry about that, right? No, they was like, I feel slightly bad about killing them all, but I mean slightly. Yeah, her name is Lumilus Lurus. And he sees her, in like a church, right? Oh, it has to be. Come on, it has to be that. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know why that's gonna be a thing, but I'm probably gonna be right? I'm probably gonna spoil the comments now, but yeah. So last I say it again, right? He's calling her Lumilus, right? And obviously he was worshipping a goddess called, or a god, but I guess a goddess then, called Lumilus, who's kind of a light in Latin kind of thing going on, right? And then we see his memory of this, true demon lord vampire lady, right? Whatever she is, but them true, follow with Valentine, right? And yeah, like she's into kind of church, right? Clearly, like this is some kind of typical church windows, right, behind her. So I guess she is the goddess that Adalman worshipped, right? He was betrayed by. Like she is her religion, I guess. But it makes sense, right? Why wouldn't a true demon lord be like a religious figure for him, right? Like an old demon lord would definitely could be a god, right? Like he's worshipping Rimuru. So I think that's that has to come back later. Why is that the clergy, the priesthood are like following this vampire lady, whatever she is, the oldest vampire lady, and also why is she pretending to be not the demon lord, but actually be like, yeah. I don't have an ask for it, but I'm just throwing out what I'm picking up here, right? She's pretending to not be the demon lord, and she's also very likely the goddess that is the religious people are following. Is that the same goddess that the other people are. But it also comes back to what I think about it, because the course mentioned earlier when Laplace was talking about how the vampires, right, were protecting the church thing, right? It's like, why would a church be led by a vampire guy? He's like the actual vampire leader. But then his maid is the actual goddess, right? So they actually kind of come back to it, yeah. So I guess that the Westman church people, all the people are following her, right? Like she's the actual leader of this religious Templar Knights or whatever. Something like that, yeah. It's like an interesting, I think here at least, there's like a huge, there's something setting up with that whole thing, that they're following a demon lord, because being a demon lord, it doesn't mean you're evil, right? She's kind of like the goddess. And that explains why Laplace is like, oh, it's a vampire protecting the goddess, yeah, or like the holy church, kind of like the Christianity people, whatever, yeah, the Templar Knights. So, but doesn't explain why she would be hiding as his maid though. But it's probably because he's worshipping her, right? She's like the goddess, and somehow protecting her by, like hiding her under his mantle of the demon lord or something. So something like that, right? But yeah, I think the interesting point there, I come up with here. But it has to be. I mean, they're calling her Luminous, and he's like Lumilius or something. So there has to be some connection to that. But anyway, that's my long review here now of Slime. But of course, there's a lot of cats, right? A lot to think about. That theory I threw out here is probably correct. I am on the right. I can probably easily go and look at read about it on some Wikipedia or something. But it's probably, I feel pretty confident in that. Yeah, like her goddess status there, right? The name is the same thing. It's a church thing behind the right. So yeah, interesting to see all these characters. And Carrion is probably the Harpy Lion guy. Like what else, right? Anyway, guys, take a short break, and then see you in 5 minutes on Twitch with Old Taxi. Where Old Taxi now. I'm in like episode, what is it? 10, 11, 12. I'm watching 3 episodes per week there, so that's gonna be exciting. We kind of get into, I think it's the final 3rd episode, but get to the end there, and that anime is very special, right? It has a lot of weird characters, and it's very well written. And I'm interested to see now that they're gonna have some kind of reveal about the main character. I guess it's like they kind of threw a curveball last episode about the main character's parents, so I think it's interesting to see what that means. So yeah, so you guys see me on Twitch with Old Taxi 10, 11, 12, and then next week we do the final episode. So anyway, see you guys again. Of course, tomorrow we also have